Welcome to our channel. Welcome to Cash Tips by Esmeta, your clinicians advising staying healthy platform. Today, we're diving into 8 essential tips to keep your heart healthy and strong. Let's get started. Your heart, that incredible muscle working tirelessly day in and day out, deserves the best care we can give it. Think about it. It's the engine of your body, and just like any high-performance engine, it needs regular maintenance and the right fuel to keep running smoothly for years to come. We're not talking about complicated medical procedures or inaccessible treatments here. We're focusing on straightforward, actionable steps that anyone can incorporate into their daily lives. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Heart health sounds serious and maybe a little intimidating. And you're right, it is serious, but managing it doesn't have to be scary. The goal of this video is to empower you with knowledge, to break down the science into easy-to-understand advice, and to show you that small, consistent changes can lead to significant improvements in your cardiovascular well-being. We're going to cover a range of topics, from diet and exercise to stress management, and the importance of preventative measures. So, grab a notepad or just get ready to absorb some really valuable information. Because by the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to a healthier heart. We're here to guide you, support you, and hopefully inspire you to take those crucial first steps or to continue on your journey towards optimal heart health. Remember, this isn't just about adding years to your life, but life to your years. Let's get into it. Alright, let's tackle the big one first. Smoking and tobacco use. I can't stress this enough. If you're a smoker or use any form of tobacco, quitting is single-handedly one of the most impactful things you can do for your heart. It's a game changer. The moment you stop, your body begins to heal, and the benefits for your cardiovascular system are almost immediate. We often look for complex solutions, but sometimes the most profound change comes from eliminating a known harm, and tobacco is a major adversary to your heart's health. So what exactly does tobacco do to your heart and blood vessels? The chemicals in tobacco, and there are thousands of them in cigarette smoke, are incredibly damaging. They can cause inflammation and damage the inner lining of your arteries, a condition known as atherosclerosis. Think of your arteries as smooth pipes. Tobacco makes them rough and sticky, allowing plaque, a nasty mix of fat, cholesterol, calcium, and other substances to build up. This buildup narrows the arteries, restricting blood flow and making your heart work much harder to pump blood throughout your body. Cigarette smoke also has another insidious effect. It significantly lowers the amount of oxygen in your blood. This is primarily due to carbon monoxide, a toxic gas in cigarette smoke, which binds to hemoglobin in your red blood cells much more readily than oxygen does. With less oxygen available, your body tries to compensate by increasing your blood pressure and heart rate, putting additional strain on your heart muscle. Over time, this constant stress can lead to a host of cardiovascular problems, including heart attacks and strokes. And it's not just about active smoking. Secondhand smoke is a serious concern too. If you live with a smoker or are frequently exposed to secondhand smoke, you're inhaling the same harmful chemicals. This exposure increases your risk of heart disease, even if you've never smoked a cigarette yourself. It's crucial to create a smoke-free environment for yourself and your loved ones. Protect your lungs, and by extension protect your heart from these invisible toxins. The good news? And there really is good news here. Your risk of heart disease starts to plummet in as little as a day after quitting. Within a year, your risk of a heart attack drops dramatically. It's never too late to quit. There are numerous resources available to help, from nicotine replacement therapy to counseling and support groups. Talk to your healthcare provider. They can help you create a cessation plan that works for you. Taking this one step can radically alter your health trajectory for the better. Next up, let's talk about physical activity. Your heart is a muscle, and like any muscle, it gets stronger and more efficient with regular exercise. Incorporating movement into your daily routine is fundamental for lowering your risk of heart disease. It's not about becoming a marathon runner overnight, but about consistently engaging in activities that get your heart rate up and your body moving. Think of it as tuning up your body's most vital engine, ensuring it runs smoothly and powerfully. How exactly does exercise benefit your heart? Well, regular physical activity helps control your weight, reduces your blood pressure, and can improve your cholesterol levels, specifically by raising your good HDL cholesterol and lowering your bad LDL cholesterol and triglycerides. It also helps make your heart muscle itself stronger, so it can pump more blood with less effort. This means less stress on your arteries and a more efficient cardiovascular system overall. Furthermore, exercise can improve your body's ability to use insulin, which can lower your risk of type 2 diabetes, another significant risk factor for heart disease. The general recommendation is to aim for at least 150 minutes a week of moderate intensity aerobic exercise. That's about 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. What's moderate intensity? Think brisk walking, cycling on level ground, or even vigorous gardening. Alternatively, you could aim for 75 minutes a week of vigorous intensity aerobic activity, like jogging, swimming laps, or playing a sport like basketball. The key is to find activities you enjoy, because that makes it much more likely you'll stick with them in the long run. Now, if those numbers sound daunting, don't worry. Even shorter bouts of activity offer significant heart benefits. If you can't manage a full 30-minute session, try breaking it up into 3 10-minute walks throughout the day. Every little bit counts. The most important thing is to reduce sedentary time. So, look for opportunities to move more. Take the stairs instead of the elevator, walk or cycle for short errands, or get up and stretch during commercial breaks when you're watching TV. Consistency is more important than intensity when you're starting out. To make it a sustainable habit, try to integrate physical activity seamlessly into your lifestyle. Schedule your workouts like any other important appointment. Find a workout buddy for motivation and accountability. Explore different types of activities until you find something you genuinely look forward to, whether it's dancing, hiking, or joining a local sports league. Remember, the goal is progress, not perfection. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Your heart will definitely thank you for it. Let's move on to what you're putting on your plate. Eating a heart-healthy diet is a cornerstone of cardiovascular wellness. The food you consume has a direct impact on your heart's health, influencing your blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. It's not about restrictive dieting or depriving yourself of delicious food. It's about making smart, informed choices that nourish your body and protect your heart. Think of food as the fuel for your engine. Quality matters. So what should you be loading up on? First and foremost, vegetables and fruits. These nutritional powerhouses are packed with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and fiber. Aim to fill half your plate with a colorful variety of them at every meal. Berries, leafy greens, broccoli, carrots. They all offer unique benefits. Fiber in particular is fantastic for heart health, as it can help lower cholesterol levels and keep you feeling full, which aids in weight management. Next, focus on lean proteins and healthy fats. Good sources of lean protein include poultry without the skin, fish, beans, lentils, and tofu. Fish, especially fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are known to reduce inflammation and decrease the risk of heart disease. When it comes to fats, opt for unsaturated fats found in avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil, rather than saturated and trans fats, which can raise your bad cholesterol levels. Whole grains like oats, brown rice, quinoa, and whole wheat bread are also crucial, providing sustained energy and more of that beneficial fiber. Now, let's talk about what to limit or avoid. High sodium foods are a big one. Excess sodium can lead to high blood pressure, a major risk factor for heart disease. Be mindful of processed foods, canned soups, and fast food, as they are often loaded with hidden sodium. Sugar, especially added sugars found in sugary drinks, candies, and baked goods, can contribute to inflammation, weight gain, and an increased risk of heart problems. Highly refined carbohydrates like white bread and pastries can cause rapid spikes in blood sugar, which isn't ideal for your heart or overall metabolic health. Finally, be cautious with alcohol and highly processed foods. While moderate alcohol consumption might be okay for some, excessive intake can raise blood pressure, contribute to weight gain, and damage the heart muscle. Highly processed foods often contain a cocktail of unhealthy fats, sugar, sodium, and artificial ingredients, offering little nutritional value. Try to cook more meals at home using fresh ingredients. This way, you have better control over what goes into your food. Small changes, like swapping sugary snacks for fruit or choosing whole grain options, can make a big difference over time.
1, 2, 3.
Carrying excess weight, especially around your midsection, significantly raises your risk of heart disease. It's not just about aesthetics. It's about the extra strain that additional weight puts on your entire cardiovascular system. Your heart has to work harder to pump blood to all that extra tissue, which can lead to an enlarged heart, higher blood pressure, and an increased likelihood of developing other conditions that further compromise heart health. Understanding this connection is the first step toward taking positive action. This excess weight often goes hand in hand with other detrimental risk factors. For instance, being overweight or obese makes you more likely to develop high cholesterol, particularly elevated levels of LDL, the bad cholesterol, and triglycerides, while potentially lowering HDL, the good cholesterol. It also increases your risk of type 2 diabetes, a condition where your body doesn't use insulin properly, leading to high blood sugar levels that can damage blood vessels and nerves controlling your heart over time. It's a cascade effect, where one issue can exacerbate others. But here's some really encouraging news. Even a modest amount of weight loss can yield substantial benefits for your heart. You don't necessarily need to reach an ideal weight according to a chart to see improvements. Research shows that reducing your body weight by just 3 to 5% can lead to clinically meaningful reductions in certain blood fats, like triglycerides, and can also lower blood glucose levels, significantly cutting your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. This means that every pound lost can make a tangible difference. Achieving and maintaining a healthy weight isn't about crash diets or extreme measures, which are often unsustainable and can even be harmful. Instead, it's about adopting a balanced and sustainable approach that combines a heart-healthy diet, as we just discussed, with regular physical activity. It's about creating an energy deficit, burning more calories than you consume in a healthy and consistent manner. Focus on nutrient-dense foods that keep you feeling full and satisfied rather than empty calories. Practical strategies include practicing portion control. Using smaller plates can sometimes help in mindful eating, which means paying attention to your hunger and fullness cues and savoring your food. Keep a food journal for a week or two to become more aware of your eating habits. And if you're struggling, don't hesitate to consult a healthcare professional or a registered dietitian. They can help you create a personalized plan that suits your needs and lifestyle. Remember, this journey is about improving your overall health and well-being, with a healthier heart as a primary reward. Sleep might not be the first thing that comes to mind when you think about heart health, but it's incredibly vital. Most adults need at least 7 hours of quality sleep each night. During sleep, your body undergoes crucial repair and restoration processes, and your heart gets a chance to slow down. Your blood pressure and heart rate naturally dip during sleep, giving your cardiovascular system a much-needed break. Consistently skimping on sleep can disrupt these processes and put you at higher risk for heart problems. So, how does a lack of sleep negatively impact your heart? Chronic sleep deprivation can lead to increased levels of stress hormones like cortisol, which can raise your blood pressure. It can also trigger inflammation throughout the body, which is a known contributor to atherosclerosis. Furthermore, insufficient sleep can mess with the hormones that regulate appetite, ghrelin and leptin, often leading to increased cravings for unhealthy high-calorie foods, which can contribute to weight gain and consequently heart issues. It's a complex interplay, but the bottom line is that your heart needs rest to function optimally. To improve your sleep quality, establishing good sleep hygiene is key. Try to set a consistent sleep schedule, meaning you go to bed and wake up around the same time every day, even on weekends. This helps regulate your body's internal clock or circadian rhythm. Create a relaxing bedtime routine to signal to your body that it's time to wind down. This could include taking a warm bath, reading a book, a physical one, not on a screen, listening to calming music, or practicing some light stretching or meditation. Your sleep environment also plays a significant role. Make sure your bedroom is dark, quiet, cool, and comfortable. Invest in a good mattress and pillows if needed. What you do in the hours leading up to bedtime matters too. Avoid large meals, caffeine, and alcohol close to bedtime. While alcohol might make you feel drowsy initially, it can disrupt sleep later in the night. And that blue light emitted from smartphones, tablets, and computers? It can interfere with melatonin production, the hormone that controls your sleep-wake cycle. So try to power down your devices at least an hour before bed. If you consistently feel tired throughout the day despite thinking you're getting enough sleep, or if your partner tells you that you snore loudly or stop breathing momentarily during sleep, it's important to consult a healthcare professional. You might have a condition like obstructive sleep apnea, or OSA. OSA is characterized by repeated interruptions in breathing during sleep, which can cause oxygen levels to drop and put significant strain on your heart, increasing the risk of high blood pressure, arrhythmias, heart attack, and stroke. Getting diagnosed and treated can make a world of difference. Chapter 6. De-stress your life, protect your heart. We all experience stress. It's a natural part of life. However, ongoing chronic stress can take a serious toll on your heart. When you're constantly stressed, your body remains in a state of high alert, releasing stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. This fight or flight response, if perpetually activated, can lead to persistently higher blood pressure, an increased heart rate, and inflammation, all of which are risk factors for heart disease. Moreover, chronic stress can lead to unhealthy coping mechanisms like overeating, smoking, or excessive alcohol consumption, further damaging your heart. It's important to distinguish between acute stress, a short-term response to an immediate challenge like a deadline or an argument, and chronic stress, which is prolonged and persistent, perhaps due to ongoing work pressures, financial worries, or relationship difficulties. While your body is designed to handle acute stress, long-term exposure to stress hormones can wear down your cardiovascular system. Cortisol, for example, can increase blood sugar, suppress the immune system over time, and contribute to the buildup of plaque in your arteries. The good news is that there are many healthy and effective ways to manage stress. Physical activity, which we've already discussed for its direct heart benefits, is also a fantastic stress buster. Exercise helps release endorphins, which are natural mood elevators, and it can provide a healthy outlet for pent-up tension and frustration. Even a brisk walk can help clear your head and reduce feelings of stress. So, getting your body moving serves a dual purpose in protecting your heart. Beyond exercise, explore other relaxation techniques. Deep breathing exercises, for instance, can help calm your nervous system almost instantly. Progressive muscle relaxation, which involves tensing and then relaxing different muscle groups, can also alleviate physical tension associated with stress. Mindfulness practices, which involve focusing on the present moment without judgment, can help you detach from stressful thoughts. Yoga and meditation are also incredibly powerful tools for cultivating inner calm and resilience. These aren't quick fixes, but rather skills that develop with practice. The key is to find what works for you. What one person finds relaxing, another might not. Experiment with different techniques. Maybe it's spending time in nature, listening to music, engaging in a hobby, or simply talking things through with a trusted friend, family member, or a therapist. Don't be afraid to seek professional help if stress feels overwhelming. Making stress management a non-negotiable part of your routine is an investment in your long-term heart health and overall quality of life. Chapter 7. Know your numbers. The power of regular health screenings. Prevention and early detection are your best allies in the fight against heart disease. That's where regular health screening tests come into play. Think of these screenings as an early warning system for your cardiovascular health. They help you and your healthcare provider understand your individual risk factors, often before you even experience any symptoms. Knowing your numbers, like your blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and blood sugar, empowers you to take proactive steps to manage your health and prevent serious complications down the line. Let's start with blood pressure. High blood pressure, or hypertension, is often called the silent killer because it usually has no obvious symptoms. Yet it's a major risk factor for heart attack, stroke, and kidney disease. Regular blood pressure checks are crucial. Your healthcare provider will tell you how often you need to be screened based on your current blood pressure levels and other risk factors. If it's high, lifestyle changes and, if necessary, medication can help bring it under control and protect your heart. Next up are cholesterol screenings, also known as a lipid panel or lipid profile. This blood test measures your total cholesterol, LDL bad cholesterol, HDL good cholesterol, and triglycerides, another type of fat in your blood. High LDL cholesterol and triglycerides can contribute to plaque buildup in your arteries, atherosclerosis, narrowing them, and restricting blood flow. Conversely, HDL cholesterol helps remove cholesterol from your arteries. Understanding these levels helps assess your risk and guides treatment decisions, which may include diet, exercise, and medication. Screening for type 2 diabetes is also incredibly important, especially if you have risk factors like being overweight, having a family history of diabetes, or belonging to certain ethnic groups. Diabetes significantly increases your risk of heart disease because high blood sugar levels can damage blood vessels and the nerves that control your heart and blood vessels. Early detection through tests like a fasting plasma glucose test, an A1C test, or an oral glucose tolerance test allows for timely interventions to manage blood sugar and reduce cardiovascular complications. It's essential to follow your healthcare provider's recommendations for how often you should have these screenings. The frequency can vary based on your age, family history, personal medical history, and current health status. These tests aren't just numbers on a page, they are valuable pieces of information that, when acted upon, can help you maintain a healthy heart for years to come. Don't wait for symptoms to appear. Be proactive, schedule your checkups, and engage in an open dialogue with your doctor about your heart health. Chapter 8. Guard your heart. Prevent infections. This might be a tip that surprises some of you, but taking steps to prevent infections can indeed play a role in protecting your heart. Certain infections can either directly affect the heart or trigger inflammatory responses in the body that can exacerbate underlying heart conditions or even contribute to the development of new ones. For example, conditions like endocarditis, an infection of the heart's inner lining, or myocarditis, inflammation of the heart muscle, can be caused by bacteria or viruses. One of the most fundamental ways to prevent infections that could indirectly impact your heart is through good oral hygiene. Yes, brushing and flossing daily, along with regular dental checkups, are important for more than just a bright smile. Gum disease, or periodontitis, is a chronic inflammatory condition caused by bacteria. There's growing evidence suggesting a link between severe gum disease and an increased risk of heart disease. The theory is that bacteria from infected gums can enter the bloodstream, travel to other parts of the body, and contribute to inflammation and damage in the arteries or heart. Vaccinations are another key preventive measure. The annual flu shot is highly recommended. The flu can put considerable stress on your body, including your heart. For individuals with existing heart conditions, contracting influenza can be particularly dangerous and can increase the risk of a heart attack or stroke. Staying up to date with your flu vaccine helps reduce your risk of getting sick and experiencing these potentially serious complications that strain your cardiovascular system. Beyond the flu shot, other vaccines are also important. The COVID-19 vaccine helps protect against severe illness from the SARS-CoV-2 virus, which has been shown to sometimes cause heart complications like myocarditis or pericarditis. The pneumococcal vaccine protects against serious infections like pneumonia, meningitis, and bloodstream infections, which can also put a significant burden on your heart, especially if you have pre-existing heart disease. And the Tdap vaccine protects against tetanus, diphtheria, and pertussis, whooping cough, all of which can have systemic effects. In addition to these specific measures, practicing general good hygiene is always beneficial. This includes washing your hands frequently and thoroughly with soap and water, especially before eating and after being in public places. Avoid close contact with people who are sick, and if you're unwell, stay home to prevent spreading germs to others. While these steps might seem basic, they contribute to your overall health and reduce the chances of infections that could, directly or indirectly, pose a threat to your heart. Every little bit of prevention helps. And there you have it, 8 essential, actionable steps you can take to keep your heart healthy and strong. We've covered a lot, from the crucial decision to avoid tobacco, to the importance of an active lifestyle, a nourishing diet, maintaining a healthy weight, getting quality sleep, managing stress, staying on top of your health screenings, and even preventing infections. It might seem like a long list, but remember, you don't have to implement everything perfectly all at once. Start with 1 or 2 changes that feel most achievable for you right now and build from there. Consistency over time is what truly makes the difference. Your heart works tirelessly for you every second of every day. Taking these steps is an investment in your longevity, your vitality, and your overall quality of life. It's about being there for your loved ones, enjoying your passions, and living life to the fullest. The power to make a positive impact on your heart health truly lies in your hands, through the daily choices you make. We hope this video has provided you with the knowledge and motivation to take control and prioritize your cardiovascular well-being. Thanks for watching. Remember, taking these steps can make a big difference in your heart health. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more health tips. Stay healthy and take care. We're here to support you on your journey. So if you have any questions or want to share your own tips, please leave them in the comments below. We love hearing from our community. Until next time, keep that heart happy.